Japan is still reeling from the tsunami that caused 3 reactor meltdowns at the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The measurement movement is reflected in the large number of citizens buying their own Geiger counters and checking for radioactivity in their food. Only 2 of the nation's 54 nuclear reactors are still operating, and the former Prime Minister Kan now says Japan needs to reduce its reliance on atomic energy. In light of these facts, what is your outlook on nuclear energy?
It's as pathetic as fossil fuels are the nuclear fuels. Pathetic meaning they are highly toxic. They cause trillions of dollars of healthcare costs. The professors of medicine who know most about these subjects, like John Goffman, that's Goffman, if anyone wants to Google his name, who was the chief medical officer for the Atomic Energy Commission, was the one that pointed out that 75% of the breast cancers in women are coming from the routine x-rays and their mammograms, because we are more interested in promoting the nuclear business than we are protecting consumers and people in our country. Because as Professor Goffman said, no amount of radiation exposure is safe. None. Zero. Zip. And we have poisoned every organ of every person on planet Earth in one generation with these radiological poisons that emit these X-rays and gamma rays inside our bodies, because that's where they are. They're in our teeth. They're in our bones. They're in the food. That accident in Japan, the poison from those reactors was blowing all over the continental United States in a week. We have poisoned all of our people as well from that accident because, as I mentioned earlier, there is a physics process called diffusion. And apparently politicians don't seem to understand how it works. But it cannot be stopped. When you release those poisons into the atmosphere, they go worldwide in the wind and the water very rapidly. So the answer is very simple. Stop doing it. Don't make any more nuclear reactors. We don't need them for anything. The only thing they used them for was to make nuclear bombs. We don't need those either. This is crazy what we're doing. And in our country, if we told Iran and other countries the truth of how we poisoned all of our people with this nuclear industrial complex that's highly secret, and nobody can know the truth because it's all super secret, in a real democracy, all that would end, and every nuclear reactor in this country would be shut down with wartime speed.
JL, you have a minute to respond.
All right. Well, you may have read my plans or heard my plans on changing the monetary system to nuclear fuel-based system. It already exists. You might as well use it. And
the monetary system?
No. Yeah, monetary system. It uses the already spent metals and fuels as it'll be based in Yucca Mountain or wherever it's stored safely, because we have to store it anyway. They've already created the mess. We might as well use it. It can't be stolen. It can't be counterfeited. And we base certificates off of it.
For heaven's sakes.
Why not? Why not? It already exists. Every country that has a nuclear reactor, they have their own special money. It's marked, strontium-233, 234. It cannot be duplicated. We're worth, except France would be actually worth quite a bit more than what they are now. But it's an idea.
Oh, well, that's not true, John, because actually the waste from France goes to Germany.
Oh,
okay. So
Germany would benefit from destroying it then.
What I want to do is go ahead, Harry, but you have 30 seconds. I want to stick straight to the 30 seconds here because we could go off the deep end on this stuff. Go ahead. You have 30 seconds to respond.
Professor Goffman said there's only one word that can describe what the American people must do to address this nuclear and other chemical poison issue. And that word is Nuremberg. As in the Nuremberg trials of World War II, where they performed experimentation on innocent human beings. Well, we've done the same thing to every man, woman, and child in our country. And I think somebody should be taken to court over this. It should not be legal to just poison people indiscriminately. And the fact that the poisons are invisible doesn't make them clean and safe, as our president tells us. He's
JL?
technically an idiot who
There-
doesn't understand even the basics of any of this, and he's trying to convince the public that we want more nuclear plants, and he's
people-
putting billions of dollars of taxpayer
Okay.
money into new, unproven reactors in Georgia
Okay.
right now.
Oh, okay. JL, you have 30 seconds.
Well, I can't disagree with the dangers of nuclear waste, and that's why I was saying it's stored. It has to be stored safely. It has to be kept safe, and that's a little
Can't be
economy in
done,
itself.
John.
I know.
There is no safe
But
way
it-
to store it.
Okay,
No, but
JL.
It already exists.
Can't
We
be
may
done.
as well try to do. Well, we can't shoot it into space.
Trying for 60 years.
I know.
We
It's
spent
pathetic.
billions trying to deal with it.
It's pathetic. We can't ship it into space. We might as well make the
Stop
best of it.
making it.
Exactly.
When you can't
Okay.
solve a problem, you stop
Stop.
doing it. Don't dig the hole deeper.